Alright, we're harvesting corn again today. I'm in the 7600 and Travis is fueling up the combine right now. I'm gonna go hook this tractor up to the M&W red wagon, which is ironically our biggest wagon, even though it says little red wagon on it. And then we're gonna start hauling out with that. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna be doing this today. I know Dad's off, so Dad's gonna be here combining and Travis and I are gonna be hauling in. Now I just finished fueling up the 76, and we're going to head down to Travis's place and start shelling. Now I think Travis wants to take out a load of cattle, so I think later today we might be loading some onto a trailer. I know Travis said he's going to sort out some of his cows that he wants to sell, some of the larger ones, and let some of the bigger ones into the bunk so that they can start feeding more. He thinks that some of the bigger ones are starting to push the smaller ones out and just kind of get their weights closer together. The 46 definitely needs a bath. Now unfortunately, the grain cart isn't fitted with turning signals or flashers of any form. There's just a small sign on the back that says, "Warning, vehicle makes left turns without warning." So we're gonna come down here and do some crazy stuff, make a left turn. What I usually do is just jet out into the middle of the road when I know it's clear, and then if they want to get around me, they have to do some crazy stuff. See that I'm catching up to Dad already. First load of the day. Now Jamie asked me a great question yesterday. She asked if you can still get harvesters put up, or if they are still making them, and I'm not totally sure if they're still making them. I think they are, but you hardly see them go up anymore because they were bigger back in the 70s and 80s when family farms were kind of a bigger thing, and harvesters could feed a family farm sized operation. And they were really popular on dairy farms. However, now with the invent of bunker silos, or at least the wider use of them, harvesters aren't as common, and that's because they're very expensive. They're difficult to maintain because they are expensive, and if something messes up on the inside, that is also expensive. But in my opinion, they are really easy to use. However, their unloading capacity is kind of limited. So compare that to bunker silos, where you can feed out as fast as you possibly can. It's probably rots a little bit more because it has more air exposure, but you can feed way more cattle on what you can put in a bunker silo than what you could hope to put in harvesters. So rather than putting up a bunch of harvesters, you can just put in one or two bunkers and be good to go. And I actually did see a harvester go up in our area just recently. I'm not totally sure what they're using it for, but I think it's more than likely being used as a corn harvester to feed hogs. So that's my little bit on harvesters. Alright, we are now done with corn at Travis's place, and we're going to head out to my place and start shelling out there because we haven't started anything out there, even soybeans, yet this fall. So it'll be nice to get working out there because we still got the whole farm to go yet. We just sorted out the cows that we're going to take, and we unhooked the corn head from the combine. Now Dad's going to take the combine down to Travis's place, start doing some beans, because the bean head is down there already. And I'm going to take the 76 down for him, so that he has something to unload into, and then I think I'm going to come up and help Travis load the cows, when then he's going to take them to the sales barn. Now they're saying that this week we're going to be getting rain from the Hurricane Patricia, which was the strongest hurricane in history, or in recorded history that is. And so it's going to be raining all this next week, so we're trying to push and get as much done as we can before that rain hits us, because I think the last time that we had rain from a hurricane was Hurricane Katrina, and basically the rain just shot straight up into the Midwest, and we got rain for a couple days, and that's what they're saying is going to happen again this week. So now we're going to take this down, and Travis is going to pick me up with the blue truck. Dad harvested some beans while we were taking the cows up to the sales barn. He filled the 76 up, the M&W wagon. Now I gotta take this back up to the main farm and bring down the other wagons so that he can finish off this farm and we can call her good for the year. We aren't going to be doing anything too productive with this wagon tonight. We're just going to back it in the shed and call it good for now until we get the auger set up and get the auger set up to the bean bin and fill the rest of it up. Alright, I just unhooked the red wagon. Now I gotta hook up to the blue one. I don't see nothing. Now I got him. Now I got a full load and I'm heading back home. You should be pretty well done since this is my last load. So all we really have got to do now is unhook the header from the combine on the wagon. We've got the header cart up on top of the hill here, and we got to go unhook it. And then we're going to head up to the main farm together. And I'm going to back this thing in the machine shed and we're going to call it a night. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other ones, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to tell your friends about how farms work. See you next time. field officially at Travis's place for 2015.